far, so I'm going to try and keep that going. We're here today to celebrate the life of Arthur Edward Kennedy, but in my family we only really ever knew him as Pops, shorter that way. And I didn't even really know his middle name was Edward until today, I think. And that's part of how I would describe my grandfather, is beyond both just the typical things of kind, loving, and wise. The best words I could choose are consistent and surprising. It was both his sense of humor, where it always involved random words and sounds, and even if you just caught your glance from across the room, he would make a silly face that couldn't help but make you laugh. Or all the different things that I learned about him throughout my life, knowing him, and even just today. But on top of that too, there was the consistency I mentioned. We always knew that we could count on him to be there for whether it was Saturday morning at 8 a.m. for youth bowling, or the rest of the Saturday for track and field, where I'd run about 2.5 laps over the course of 6 hours. But he would stay for the entire time, every time. Or for any one of the 37 sports Nate was doing. One story I want to share about some of the last year of his life was my last year of college. I had gotten to take a quantum computing course that I was very excited about. And when I shared this news at dinner over sushi at Goleta Sushi House, like we usually do, he seemed to be the most interested out of everyone at the table, and would ask me lots of very thought-provoking and very pertinent questions, much more surprising and thoughtful than I thought someone who didn't know about the field would be able to ask. And so throughout the course of that semester, as I was taking the course, I would call him at the end of every week and just talk about the things we had learned, and we had great conversations about it, and it was always surprising how well he could grasp the material, even just from me explaining it. And partly, we knew that he had a background being an electrician growing up, so I figured it must have been because of that. Only to find out recently that he never actually was an electrician. He had a degree in philosophy, but that didn't stop him from wiring his own house, for better or worse. And so that's part of the way that I'll always remember him, is someone who could never be contained by your expectations of him, and would always be there for you, no matter what. My remarks are unprepared, so that's what I have for you now, but thank you for listening, and thank you all for coming.